Hey folks, Studio here. Now let's talk about competitive gaming. What makes a game competitive? Is it the fact that people say it's competitive? Sometimes, actually, yeah, sometimes that is the case. But why isn't Mario Party 1 competitive? Why aren't we all going to Mario Party tournaments where we try and get the most stars and then, be on that one level with a cake and do the full loop and then have enough coins for a star at the end? Why aren't we doing that? Well, I didn't like the cake level, so that's one reason. But two, how luck-based is Mario Party? If you're really good at the mini games and completely trash everybody, you'll probably win. But have you ever played Mario Party and you're ahead in stars, you're feeling good, all of a sudden some guy behind you lands on a star space, he gets a star, another guy steals a star from you, all of a sudden you're behind, you're in third place, you didn't have that many coins because for whatever reason, you just got gimped out by Bowser, and you're feeling bad. Does that happen? Yeah, it does happen. It happens a lot. So that's probably why it's not competitive. It's a very luck-based game. Also, it's from 2001 or even 99. That's an old game, an old awesome game. And League of Legends, is it competitive? Well, how much of the game is skill-based? How much of the game is luck-based? How much of the game is kind of just happens? I'd say pretty much skill-based. Sometimes strategy, but strategy and skill are more or less intertwined. Every now and then, there are those luck moments. For example, when you have a phage and you get a phage proc and they're away from their turret and you get a kill, and I hate you because that is very, very luck based. But, that's phage. That's phage and Triforce. I'd say the two luck based items of the game. Sometimes there are those interactions where, man, I really need that crit, and you don't get it. But for the most part, everything's been normalized to not be that random. There was one big thing in randomness that was early crit chance. Usually, or before mastery pages, used to give you some crit chance, up to 3%. Then when they changed mastery pages, 4%, and everybody was really angry about it. But the reason this was a problem was because you get 4% crit, and the level 1 laning, you get that one critical strike. There's a good chance you won the lane. You could have gotten a kill from that critical strike. That used to happen a lot in the 80 carry line. Up top, you just saw people get a crit, and they could win. They could win the lane. And it got removed. Dodge was kind of the same thing. Ninja Tappy used to have dodge chance. There used to be a base dodge chance on every champion. There were dodge runes, dodge masteries. You could get dodge. And people hated it because it was random and not really in the fun way that crit chance is. There were a lot of weird interactions. Nasus's Q couldn't be dodged, so Jax couldn't dodge Nasus's Q. It was a pain. Someone like Udyr had a good chance of killing you. If you got lucky dodges, you could kill him because his passive gave dodge. It was god-awful. Got removed. Love it. Now, other games, other competitive games, have those mechanics. They have crit chance. They have dodge chance. Now, there is something that League of Legends is doing that a lot of people are questioning whether it keeps the game competitive. So, Kha'Zix. He's that, monstrous guy. Something he does is at level 6, 11, and 16, he gets an augmentation. So he buffs one of his normal abilities. It becomes, I'm a normal ability, whatever, to a beefy, awesome ability where it just flexes and shows chest hair. Now, there's something he can do with Rengar. If Rengar is level 16, if Kha'Zix is level 16, and they duke it out, and Kha'Zix gets the kill on Rengar, he gets a 4th augmentation slot. Normally, you don't get that. You only get 3 in a match. And he has 4 abilities, so you only get 3 to choose from. Rengar, if he has a Bone Tooth Necklace and he kills Kha'Zix, he gets a max level Bone Tooth Necklace. So you get 14 stacks, you get the extra relief range, and hey, it's all fine and dandy. Now, I was actually wondering, it's that'll affect how competitive the game is. That was my first reaction when I heard that they were doing that. Holy crap. It's going to affect how it's played out. And yeah, it's going to affect the game. I don't like it. I really don't like that they're putting it in. I will just outright say that. But people have been questioning whether it makes the game less competitive. The answer is not really. There's no luck to it. You know it's going to happen. You know that once both characters are level 16, there's a risk. If you die first, if you're the first one to give up that blood, you might give the enemy an item. For Rengar, you might give Kha'Zix a 4th augmentation slot. There's a big chance that you'll mess up. But is a chance built in? Is it random chance that you cannot possibly avoid? No. You now know that as Rengar and Kha'Zix, you have to play extra safely until you get that first kill or assist on the opposite champion. And this threw me off. This blew my mind for a while because at first I'm like, no, wait, this is too specific, and I think it is too specific. But it doesn't affect how competitive the game is. And people, every now and then, they'll question how competitive League of Legends is. The truth is, if there was random chance or luck, then you wouldn't see dominant teams. And there are dominant teams. You know, TSM is dominant in North America. Moscow 5 and CLG, you are dominant in Europe. The Azubu brothers, and actually now Nijin Sword and Azubu Frost actually are dominant in Korea. Yeah, Nijin Sword's been kicking Azubu's butt. Well, Azubu blazes. Now, is League of Legends competitive? Yeah, there's very little luck. Phage is a luck item. I hate Phage. I hate that it's luck based. I hate it so much. And if you get lucky Phage procs and you get killed, I hate you. I hate myself when I get it, but I'll still get those kills anyways because, hey man, kills, they rule. But League of Legends is a competitive game, and the fact that this fluff is in the game doesn't affect it. I don't like it. I'll keep saying I don't like it because I think it's too specific. I think it's going to have too much of an effect on champion picks. It'll make the game snowball a bit more because if you're ahead as Kha'Zix and the Rengar's barely catching up, you can very easily kill him. At the same time, it also lets a bigger snowball for comeback because Rengar can show up with 14 stacks when he had 0 before if he gets a lucky kill. It's such an odd scenario though, and it's not luck, and that's really what throws me off. It's not luck. It's all there. It's all planned out. It's all laid out, nice and pretty. And you know what? You know what's gonna happen. But that is just my rant on League of Legends, how it is competitive, and how knowing that changes, you know, it doesn't really affect how competitive the game is. Now there are some things actually that have very minor effects. Some skins are actually better than other skins, but in very basic ways. For example, Galio, he has a skin where he's wearing sunglasses. Leona, if she presses R, you know, see the sunlight comes down, does a stun. It does 1 less damage to Galio if he's using the sunglasses skin. That's what the Riot Graves is now properly tagged as sunglasses meant a couple of patches ago. Now, I actually don't like that because I know I've seen 1 HP survivals. And imagine seeing that and going, well, Leona hit him with his ultimate. That's a Galio with sunglasses. He survived because of that passive. That would just suck. But I don't think it's ever happened. But if it does, it will be really funny and really annoying to everybody involved. But yeah, that's the one thing I don't like. That and Phage. But this was my rant. Hope you enjoyed it. Just thought I'd go ahead, bring this up. I will, of course, have more in-depth replays. I'm thinking about doing a daily covering all random, all mid, possibly 1v1 all random, all mid, because the Quirks tournament is going on, so people have been exploring it quite a bit. It is a different, and very, very obnoxious beast. Like, oh my god, 1v1 on the ARAM map is not designed for it. But tell me what you think about it. Aside from that, it's with Studio giving you guys a quick little short on competitiveness? I don't know. See you guys. Adios, folks.